Hey everyone, and welcome. I'm Dark Sky, and today we are playing Factory Planner the demo. It is pretty neat. I played this back in the past, but they have definitely changed a lot of things and made the game kind of make more sense to as where things are coming from and whatnot. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get started. Welcome, Chief. Our country is in the process of economic recovery after a second industrial war. Therefore, the resources of the planet are important to us. We must use these resources in the most efficient way to industrialize the planet. We have made all necessary preparations to industrialize this planet. Let's go over it. With the missions panel is located on the left side of the screen. You can track the active mission steps here and complete missions that grant you various rewards. Keep an eye. Okay. The deck panel, this is basically where we are going to go and be able to find all of our different cards and stuff like that to do different things. And then every item in the factory planner has its own inner panel that you can view its properties and perform actions specific to that item. To open the inner panel, simply click on the item. So that's pretty cool. You can get more like information if you click on the card itself. All right, let's do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here because we don't have anything right now. And there's really nothing we can make except for a miner. So what we need to do first off is go into all cards, hit ruin facility. And then what we're going to do in here is we're going to take this engineer, and we're going to put the engineer and drag her up into the assignment up here. And then we're going to hit the start exploration, and you can see that's just flying through. Now, once we're done, we complete it and we uncover our cards, which you see we have the iron mine now, we have a container, and we have a miner. So let's claim those. And then what we want to do is we want to take these and we want to put the iron mine up here. And let's see, we'll probably put the miner up here. And I'm thinking probably even the container. Now, what we can do here is we're going to look here on the left-hand side of the screen, and it's going to tell us basically what we need to do here in the beginning. But later on, we're going to get little people down here, and they're going to be having quests for us to make certain things, and then we'll go from there. So you can see we have the iron mine. So place the iron mine on the board. Place the miner on the board, place a container on the board, done all three of those. Connect the output of the iron mine to the miner. So we'll just connect the output here to the mine. Did that one. Now connect the miner to the container. Now we just need to gather 10 iron ore, and then once we gather those 10, we'll complete that. And we'll sometimes even get like rewards like this right here. We just gained like 9 research. So we can go into the research panel, and it's down here on the lower right-hand corner of the screen. It looks like a little bubble thing here. It's kind of a crazy looking thing. We have this one here so that we can make stuff. Craft is this little gear and hammer here. The next one has the E. This is where we can go and buy stuff if we want to, so you can buy extra things. And then we can go over here to this one here, and this is our card log, so you can get kind of more information about each card and what they do. You can go to this little card log, which is the next one here with the little piece of paper and a clock looking thing on it. But the next one over from that is right here is the technology tree. Now we're going to go into a technology tree. We have 9 points to spend. So what's it want us to do? It wants us to unlock smelting power and the tech tree and unlock power generation. So we have 5 points here. We can unlock the coal generator, the power hub, coal energy, and coke energy. Now, Coke energy, that's not just running out and grabbing yourself a soda or anything like that. This is actually like a stronger energy using, what is it? Probably just coal and that's something else. I'm not sure exactly what the other item would be. So we're going to unlock that. And so we get the power generation. And then the other one we're here, we unlock 4. And that makes it so that we get these recipes here. So we can get coke, we can get bricks, copper ingots, iron ingots, and we get the smelter. So let's unlock that. And so now we have the core access items, as it says down here. Now, if you look here, you can see that this really expands out and it goes different directions on the tech tree. So our tech tree is just goes, pretty crazy. But for the beginning is pretty linear. You just you pretty much just go down this line, unlock all these different things, and then once we get here to compounding 1, that's really where it opens up at that point. Now keep in mind that this is a demo, so at a later point this tech tree could even get even bigger than what it is currently right now. So we'll just we'll work with that. So we're going to go back here, and now we got the unlock smelting 1, unlock power generation 1. Now we need to craft a smelter. So we're going to go in here. We're going to go to smelter. We're going to craft this. Now you see it opened it up. So now we have this ruined chambers that we can do. So we can go in the ruined chambers. Let's put our little guy right there. While they're doing that, they're completing that. Let's get the smelter up here. And what we're going to do is take this, and we want that to go here. This is the iron ore. Iron ore is going to the container. From the container, it goes to the smelter. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the production here. I think I'm going to make iron ingots. So let's reselect that. And let's see how our doctor's doing over here. Complete exploration. Let's see what we've uncovered. We got a coal mine, we got a coal generator, we got a miner, and then we got another abandoned workshop or another little quest area to go for our engineer to go and check out. So let's get those. We'll take those off for hands. And we got 5 research added to it, so that's plus. Now we got this one here. We can drag the guy there, and this one's going to take a little longer, so we'll just leave her. Now connect the power output of the coal generator and the power input of the smelter. So we need to put the coal here, and then we're going to need to have a miner so we can mine the coal, and then we're going to have the coal generator. Now I want to put a container in between this, or even a splitter, maybe a splitter later on. But right now we'll just connect these two, get these two connected. And this is going to create power. So we're going to put power down here for the smelter. And you can see here, coal generator to smelter, select coal energy recipe in the coal generator. So if we go in here, you can see that it takes coke, coal coke, which we don't have any. So we'll have to just do coal energy and select that. And later on, we'll be able to make coal coke, which would be a higher energy source. So, but right now we'll just use this one. And let's see, let's go in here. Oh, she's already completed it. What did she uncover? Copper, limestone, and sulfur. Awesome. Let's get those out of the way. And then I'm thinking, let's see what we have to do here. Select the iron ingot recipe in the smelter. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't register, so you have to off click it and re-click it and get it. Now it just has to produce those 10 iron ingots. While it's doing that, let's see here. Let's look into, look here. We got a power hub. I'm thinking power hub might be nice. Although we need some coal coke, we need some copper ingots, so we'll have to wait on that for a little bit. So it's saying this, if you look over here on factory alerts, it kind of gives you an idea like what's going on. So the smelter's output storage is full. But I need to make get another container. What we can do here is we can go in here and extract the minerals, and we'll extract the iron ingots, and so that we don't have a box to put it in, so we'll just take it out until we get our 10. So we got 8, 9, and then 10. There we go. With that, we get the container, which we should have had kind of in the beginning, I think, if we were to make those 10. But It just shows a way for us to be able to extract the resources out of the machine. Now it says to unlock the fabrication in here. So let's go in here, unlock fabricator. And we'll go back. And now that we've unlocked the fabricator, let's see if we can't make one of these bad boys, huh? So now that we made the fabricator, it says connect the power output of the coal generator and the power input of the power hub. So we want to put the power hub up here. We want to disconnect this, put that into there, bring this into here. And then let's do the fabricator. And I'm going to bring the fabricator into here. And we're going to plug that in. Now it says connect the smelter to the fabricator. And we'll put the out into the container. Now it says to make the iron rods in the fabricator. So let's select that recipe. And we'll get that going. And then that's going to put those iron rods into the container there. Now you can see we have a splitter here. I'm thinking what would be the best idea for us is to, let's see, maybe split these out a little bit here and put a splitter here and maybe a splitter up here. You can take this one, put it into here, take this and have that go into there. And then we almost need another container, huh? So we could put this one down here. And this container up here. That way I continue to get the iron ingots that I need. And then up here we have the splitter. So we're going to disrupt this line. This line is going to go from the miner to the splitter, from here to the coal generator. And then what I want to do is I want to take a container and I want to put the container up here and I have a splitter go up into here so we get some like excess coal. And so later on, this is going to come in handy because we're going to be able to split out the coal, take the coal, go have it make the coke. And then it's going to go back into the generator or into other things to create different resources. So we have the iron rods. We need to fabricate iron rods. Oh, extract iron rods. Okay, well, we can do that because we should have quite a few of them now. Let's see, extract iron rods. So we just need 3 of them. So extract those. And then we just need to sell. Now, this area here is where you sell stuff. You can just take it and you drag it over here and you can sell the items that you want. We want to sell the iron rods. And it'll bring up this little thing here. It'll say that we're selling 3 iron rods. We're going to get 750 coin or 750 of these little E things, which is this right here is what we're going to need to buy certain items that we're not going to be able to unlock in our research. So now that we have that, let me see here. Oh, we have some explorations here. Let's see if we can't get maybe open some of these and put our engineer in there and get her doing those things, getting those things done. Now you can see down here, you see the little guy pops up. When this little guy pops up, this is the guy that kind of tells you like, hey, you know, I got a quest for you. So he command says, we're running low, deliver what's on the list and don't make me come fix it myself. So you can see what stuff do you need? Oh, he just needs coal coke. So we have to figure out how to make the coal coke. So let's accept that. And once we're done, we're going to hit the contract and we'll be done. Now, what we want to do here is, let's see, we want to go producer facility is smelter, recipe is coal. So we need a smelter. All right. So we want to go into here. And we're going to need to make a smelter. So we're going to buy that. Put the smelter up here. And then we're going to need the power from here to power this smelter. And this smelter here is going to make coke. So it's going to take coal and it's going to make coke. So we're going to select that recipe. And then we're going to put from this container into here. And then we're going to need a new container that is going to be holding our coke. So we already have 3. We got 4 coke. Oh, there's 5. There we go. We can complete our contract. We're going to get 5 tech points, an exploration card of Murky Bog. All right, so we got that. Now we got some more research here. We got another person down here. Bring what's requested and bring it promptly. We don't rebuild twice. Okay. What is it we need? We need some copper ingots. So let's see if we can't make her some copper ingots. So I'm going to set that up here. And then we're going to need to get a miner. So let's see if we can't build a miner here. Once we get the miner, we go from that to the miner here. There we go. And then what we want to do is go from this here to the container. Well, do we need a container? I think all we need is really a smelter. Let's do just a smelter. So we'll do the smelter here. And there we go. All right. And then we have this one, this little power hub over here. Now what we can do is we can take this power hub. We're going to put that right there. And then we're going to take this off there and we're going to plug that in. Now with those two plugged in there, we can take this here and plug that in. But now we have enough area here that we can take this one here and we can plug that one in and keep the power going. Now that we have the power going here, see, we're going to take the miner, put it into that. This one here is going to smelt out some copper ingots. Select that recipe. And then what we're going to need to do is, oh man, we definitely need the containers. Let's see. Let's go in our research. Can we make the containers? Yes, we can unlock the containers. We have enough. Let's see. Do I have enough down here? 10 and 10. So next one is going to be the heavy pressure, which we get the hydraulic press, which makes iron plates, copper plates, glass sheets, copper sheets, and iron sheets. And then you got down here, we got the grinder, which makes coal powder, cement, and sulfur powder, which will be our next area that we're going to be unlocking. So now that we have that, let's get the deep cave. I see what she's got here. Copper ingots. Okay, we could have just went this way and got them. And I got the limestone. Let's claim those. So we're up to 13 now. Let's go into the snowy hills and do some exploration up there. Get those that knocked out. And let's see here, resource. Yep, I know about that. We got some more people here. The Elru Tunnel. Soil speaks in cycles, not orders, but even it knows when something's missing. Let's fill the gap together. All right, what do we need? Copper rods, bricks, and coal. All right, well, that's going to be easy. We already have 150 coal, so we should be good there. Let's see what else they got. We don't have the luxury of delay. Civil stability hinges on supplies arriving on time. So they're going to need some sulfur ore. All right, well, that should be interesting. Let's stick that up here. And then we're going to have to go into here, make ourselves a miner. Miner 49er. All right, we'll put that up here. And then we're going to need a container. Yeah, right here. There we go. Okay, we need some iron cases. So we probably need to look into that. Okay, so there's the iron cases. So we need to go through that. Let's see what we need. We need iron ingots to make iron cases. So we already have this going in here, and see. We already have this being split off to going up here. I'm thinking what we should do. Let's make another splitter. Oh, we need some copper rods. We have copper right here. The smelter, which is making the copper ingots. Yeah, so we need to make a fabricator. So let's make the fabricator here towards the end. This is going to go into here, and in here it's going to make the copper rods. Select that recipe. And then we want the power to come from over here. Looks like we're also going to need some brick, and we can complete this contract here, get a bunch of copper ingots. Or no, we're giving away copper ingots, but we get the 3 tech points and we get exploration card. So we'll complete that one, at least get that one out of the way. Now for this one up here, this one requires a sulfur, which requires us to make, so we're about to put another power hub here, cancel out this one, put that in there, bring this up to here. All right, and then we're gonna have to do this power here. We're gonna have to redo this power sooner or later because we are gonna get pretty low on the power situation. But let's see here. Now that we have this here, let's make the iron cases. Select those. And I'm thinking I want to split this out. And then, so now that this is making these cases here, let's see if we can't extract a few of these bad boys. Let's see if we can't make our cargo container here. There we go. Put the cargo container there and push that out. If it will let me, there we go. Sometimes it's a little sensitive. And so now we have see sulfur. So we need to make also another box up here for the sulfur. See how Snowy Hills is doing here, what kind of stuff we gotten. I got another iron mine, some more copper ingots, and then we got another exploration area, so that's nice. So we can hit that up. Let's do the murky bog. Murky bog. There we go. I got it. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to go in here. Let's do the container again. We'll make another one of these bad boys. Put that up here, and then this is going to go in there. Now we'll be able to make all the sulfur ore that we're ever going to be, well, not we're ever going to be needing, but that we're going to need for the quest at least. And then we're also going to need brick, which would be here. It takes limestone. Okay, that's easy enough. All right, so let's go up here, go up to limestone. We're going to need to get ourselves another miner. Let's craft up one of these. Also, we're going to need another container. Now, later on, we're going to be able to use some of this limestone for other resources. So I want to put a splitter here so I can split it off to, so at a later point, I can take care of that. Oh, complete exploration. Let's see what we got here. We got some more sulfur. Oh, got some coke. Adam. I don't know who Adam is. And then we got a dank mire. All right, we'll claim that. So see here. Oh, Adam's another engineer. That's awesome. So we can do even more now. So we can send exploration to that. Send Adam to that one to start exploring that area. And we can explore 2 of them now at the same time. That's pretty sweet. We got the limestone. We can finish the contract on this. This gives us 4 tech points, 440 of these credits, and then we get another exploration card. So that's pretty sweet. Then we're going to need bricks. The bricks is coming from the limestone, which goes to the splitter, and then we need it to go to a smelter. So let's get a smelter out here. There we go. And then we're going to need to power up the smelter. And this smelter here is going to make bricks like that recipe. And then let's do another container here. I think I did 2 of them. Yep, I did. All right, that's good. All right. Well, let's put that in there. All right, now we're getting the bricks done. The bricks are going up. We already have the copper rods. We have the, oh, look at all these people down here. Okay, we don't have the luxury of delay, so we'll just, yep, I get you. All right. Copper rods, iron ore. We have all those. So we'll accept that, and then we're going to finish the contract. So we got the tech points. We got the exploration cards. That's awesome. We completed that one right off the bat. All right. So now that we have that, we have like 38 tech points. So let's go into the tech tree here, see what we got. So we can do the hydraulic press, which gets us the iron plates and all that. Let's do unlock that. This one here is a grinder, gets us a coal power, gets us cement, gets us sulfur powder. Okay, that's a good one. And then this one here, boy, this gets us a bunch of stuff. So we get explorables, water basin, a Leah tree, a sand pit, straw field, and then craftables, we get a jack pump and a collector. In recipes, we get water, resin, sand, and straw. Okay. That's interesting. All right. So we are up to this point right now, up to extraction 1, where we get the extractor. And we get salt pile, threshing, plant oil, and gold panning. That's interesting. We get the mixer, which we can make concrete, slurry, clay, rubber, electrolytes. All those, that's always a bonus when you're running around. And you get carbonate. That's always good in case you want that Coke, you know. You get that little Coke soda going on, you know. You put your carbonation in there. All right, and then the other recipes we get smelting 2, which gives us ceramic, glass rods. Ooh, that'd be neat. Wonder what you can do with a glass rod. Silicon and gold ingots. All right, so we can make our own money. Nice. All right, so we got a ton of stuff. We got some new guys here that want some newest things. They want limestone, copper. Yeah, we need to work on the copper cases. This is our copper here. To make the copper cases requires the copper ingots. Now this is where this comes in handy, because this is the copper ingots that's being made here. Let's move this out a little bit. And I want to put in a splitter here. And we'll take that off, put that on. And then we'll take that and put that in there. Fabricator's output storage is full. Okay. I don't know why these should be full. Let's put the this up here. And then we're gonna need the fabricator is making the iron, the copper rods. Let's see here. Do we have? No, we don't. Let's make another container here. Okay, so now we should be able to make that. Yes, we can. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. I think what I need to do is I need to make another. Let's see here. Here's an iron mine. Let's make another iron mine. I think there's too much stuff coming out of that iron mine to really, you know, work with it. So let's see. We need to get the miner. Where's the miner? There it is. Well, we are doing pretty good on cases, I believe. How many we got? Yeah, we got 108. I think we can cut this off here. Let's get rid of this. Let this one fill up a little bit, get some iron ingots in there so that we can make a few things. Might even go through here and just buy like a couple of these, because, you know, there's times when we're a little on the low side as far as getting things done. Let me see here. I want to scroll on this. See, they got the scroll bar here. How come they don't put the scroll bar down here? That'd make things a little easier. All right, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. Things are really happening. We got the iron ore. We need to make the smelter. Let's see if we can make that smelter now. Yes, let's do that. Put the smelter down here. The smelter is going to be needing even more power, which requires us to have another one of these power hubs. We need to make another one of those bad boys. And we'll just keep plugging it in and plugging it in, you know, it's just one after another. Let's see. Get rid of that, plug that in, and take this and plug that in up there. Take this and plug that down there. This goes in here, and in the smelter, we're going to make the iron ingots. And then once we do that, let me see, do we have? No, that's what we are working on, right? We're working on the containers, which we can now make. And then I'm going to put a container down here and have it just making these iron ingots. And we'll keep this guy here. Got to keep the dream alive. So put that back. And so we seem to be doing pretty good. Now we got to do copper ore. So what we could do, well, for us to make the copper node, all we needed was to get the copper resource. So we could just go in here and buy the resource. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for us today. We got quite a lot done there in a very short amount of time. And you can really see like how it really just branches out. We've got a bunch of different pokers in the fire here. Things are going on where we're working on and getting things done. So yeah, it is definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, you can see that there's a lot there. We have a huge research tree that we can work with and all that. So I appreciate you guys coming along and joining me on this factory adventure game. It's been super fun. I want to thank Dark Sky channel members for the support. And if you'd like to help support the channel, consider becoming a member by smashing that join button down below. You get all kinds of perks and benefits. Also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit that like. Let me know how much you've been enjoying this game and the whole Steam Next Fest series that's been going on, the event. It's been super fun. I gotten to play a bunch of games that I don't normally get to play, and it's been educational. So I'm definitely, checking out some of these new demos that are coming out that the developers are making. I'm really excited about that. Don't forget that I also stream on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you don't want to miss out on that. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.